Outside Safeco Field on this glorious day, you see Felix Hernandez. He's the marquee guy of this franchise. And guess what? The marquee guy is pitching tonight with the Kings Court in session. Welcome, everybody, to Mariner Baseball. It's the Oakland Athletics in town, first of three, as we come down the stretch here in the 2012 season. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Felix faithful on hand. So you get a look at the batting order for the Athletics, who come in having lost their last 3 games after winning 9 in a row.
Thank you, Dave. And for Bob Melvin, Coco Chris, the veteran, will lead things off. Then it's Seth Smith, the DH. Have to be careful with him. He is a first ball fastball hitter, 13 home runs on the year. And Josh Reddick, fine season for him, the former Red Sox. 28 home runs, 75 RBIs. Cespedes, Moss, Donaldson, Drew, Coteras, and Pennington. The second baseman will hit 9th for the A's. Felix on the year. Another great season for him. This will be his 29th start. Look at him, over 200 innings pitched already. ERA to 2.51, 191 strikeouts. Opponent's average just 222.
Here we go. First pitch swung on, looped left field. Michael Saunders out there makes the catch, one down.
That's good to see Michael Saunders back in the lineup. Take a look at the rest of the defense. Franklin Goodyear is also back in the lineup. He's in center field. Eric Thames gets the start out in right. Kyle Seager's done a great job at third base all year long. Then it's Ryan Ackley up the middle. Justin Smoke, the first baseman, and John Jaso will do the catching.
Felix facing the A's for the 5th time this season. This is his 26th start against Oakland. Here's Seth Smith. Strike one. The familiar voice of Jim Joyce barking out balls and strikes behind home plate. Lance Barrett at first, Jim Reynolds at second, and James Hoy at third. Good night to be a Jim. Line drive left field, base hit for Seth Smith.
Nothing new with Seth Smith being aggressive. Former Colorado Rocky. Good pinch hitter for the Rockies, and if you're going to be a good pinch hitter, you have to be aggressive on the fastball. And this fastball actually off the plate away. Does a good job slamming a line drive into left field for a base hit. As you take a look at our McDonald's Supermo, the high leg kick of Seth Smith.
Bring up Josh Reddick. What a revelation he's been. Pretty much leads Oakland in everything across the board. Games played at bats, runs, hits, total bases, doubles, triples, home runs, RBIs, hit by pitch, walk, intentional walks and strikeouts. This is stay in the yard. Going back right. Makes the play. 2 down. That's a big out. I'll bring up Yoenis Cespedes, the left fielder.
If you look at the A's overall, Felix has been able to handle him this year. He had one outing in April where they ended up scoring 6 runs off of him. He went 6 1/3 in that outing, Dave. And I think the thing that we noticed is how aggressive they were in that outing. They were probably one of the first clubs to switch up on Felix and all of a sudden come out hacking, and it was effective. Felix remembered that, as that last few outings against him have been really good again.
Cuban expatriate. There's Yoenis Cespedes having an outstanding rookie year. .290 batting average, best in the ball club. 16 homers, 65 runs batted in. He's hit a couple of titanic blasts against Mariner pitching.
The one thing that we know about him is if he gets ahead in the count and you throw him a fastball on the plate, he will turn it loose. You can see what he's done in the season. Hitting only 190, but 5 home runs against the Mariners this year. When they've been effective, it is pitching him inside like that first pitch that Felix threw, and then throw breaking balls off the plate away, try to get him to chase.
1-0 pitch to Cespedes. In tight, misses. Mariners on the season 7-6 against the A's. 3-3 here in Seattle. 4-3 in Oakland and Tokyo. Last matchup, July 6, 7, and 8. That was at Oakland. And the A's took 2 out of 3. Jason Vargas got the only victory, and that was in the middle game. Breaking ball. Outside corner, 2-1.
Good pitch from Felix. We were just talking about that 2-0 count. Felix did not give in to him and just throw him a fastball. able to get back into the count by throwing a slider there. If you look at the A's overall, you wonder how they're doing it. Well, they're second in the American League in ERA. They lean on their pitching they have for years, but this year their offense has improved, and where that is with home runs, 7th in the league in home runs.
There you go. They were down 12, 13, 14 last few years. That one fouled off. It looked like Jim Joyce's mask. It was.
Veteran umpire. He's taken a few of those over the years. Right into your living room.
Whew. Jim giving himself a standing 8 count. Jim Reynolds coming in to check on him. It's like a big Papa Bear. Get out of here. I got it. Come on. Great job by Jim in Chicago when we were last there. And A.J. Burnett got thrown out of the game. A.J. Brzezinski thrown out by, it was Lance Barrett, right? And
yes.
Jim came in and interceded, kept Robin Ventura calm, which wasn't easy. Danced with him for a while. 2-2. Foul off. But you could say the rain delay could have been handled a little bit better.
Getting bad information from the Doppler.
Yeah.
Is what we were told.
That's right. And I'll go with that now. And I'll give should have been consulting resident meteorologist, root producer Curtis Wilson. Steve Pull's got nothing on you, pal. 2-2. Right field. Coming on strong. Thames can't get it. Oh, it takes a squib on him. Look out. Runner coming all the way around to Seth Smith, and he scores. Tough break. A lot of English on that ball. And Seth Smith is able to gallop all the way home. Single E9. 1-0 Oakland.
Well, for Eric, you see this little flare. He comes running in hard, trying to make a catch on the ball. Once you realize you don't have a play, you need to slow down if you can. I think he was going to try to keep the runner from getting the third, but because you see this ball, it will take a right turn on him. Tough hop. He thought he was in front of it. The ball spinning sideways. Was able to elude him. That's a big break for the A's to be able to score a run here in the first off of just 2 singles.
Bring up Brendan Moss. First baseman, he has had a nice year with 16 home runs.
Yeah, that's in 190 at bats this year. Been hot over his last 9 games, a 387 average for him. With 16 home runs and just 190 at bats.
Good production. How about the run of walk-offs they had about a month ago? It seemed like every other day.
You get some momentum and you get hot and you start believing, those things will start happening for you.
1-1 to Brandon Moss.
Good fastball from Felix, 94 miles an hour at the top of the strike zone.
Two outs, runner at second. Too high. Felix dealing with a tough customer here. 49 of Moss's hits, 25 have gone for extra bases. Came up June 6 from AAA Sacramento. Pitch. Chop foul. Kings Court has been a wonderful success for the Mariners and Phoenix. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Got him looking. So the A's score first. A run on 2 hits. An error. A man left. 1-0 A's with the Mariners coming to bat. 7 hits on the homestand for Dustin Ackley. He's going to lead things off for the Mariners. They trail 1-0 as he takes on A.J. Griffin. It'll be the first time the Mariners get a look at him. Here's the batting order.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Following Ackley, it will be Franklin Gutierrez, and it's Kyle Seager. Jaso, the cleanup hitter tonight. He will do the catching and hit cleanup. Saunders, good to have him back in the lineup. Had a little bit of a groin issue. Then it's Smoke Thames. Jimenez, the DH, hitting 8th. Getting his first start of the year. Brendan Ryan will round out the 9 for the Mariners.
Strike 1 to Ackley. A.J. Griffin throws strikes, works quickly. It's off to a great start, 4-0.
And a fine ERA for him coming into the game, a 2.26 ERA. He is not overpowering. His fastball will be around 90 miles an hour. This ball is skied down the right field line.
A lot of room. Second baseman ranging back Pennington. Wow, that's a nice play. Take a look at the rest of the defense.
In the outfield for the A's, Cespedes in left, Coco Crisp, he can go get it in center field. Reddick, the right fielder, strong arm out in right. In on the infield, Josh Donaldson gets the start at third. Stephen Drew coming over from the Diamondbacks will be the shortstop. Pennington, fine running catch, and Contreras will do the catching tonight. Numbers on the year for A.J. Griffin. Again, you look at him, 40 strikeouts for him, only 10 walks. Opponents average 193. Fastball around 90 miles an hour. He will use a curveball. At times we'll see that curveball at 67 miles an hour. Also a changeup.
Good run on that pitch. Ball 1 to Franklin Gutierrez. Goody back in the lineup, as is Saunders. Both of them been nursing groin injuries. Ground ball to the shortstop, Stephen Drew, formerly of Arizona, 2 down. Quick 2 outs here in the first brings up Kyle Seager, Mariners home run and RBI leader. Leads him in hits with 123, total bases with 199.
We were talking about it when you and I were down on the field watching batting practice today, but you're getting an opportunity to see Mr. Jimenez in the lineup.
Looking forward to it.
We're talking about his batting practice and hitting balls up into the third deck here.
You see that today?
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing him get 4 at bats, see what he can do. He has had a pinch hit opportunity, flew out the left field, but getting a start tonight as a designated hitter.
Batting practice is worth the price of admission. Luis Jimenez. Outside to Seager, 1-1. Kyle 5 for 21 on the homestand.
It's a slow curveball. You can see 69 miles an hour on that curveball.
Angels up 1-0 at home over Detroit. Texas 1-1 at Tampa Bay. Bottom of the 10th. There's a strike. 2-2.
See Kyle have more success at home, hitting .324 over his last home games. Swung the bat well on the road all year, but he's getting it going here at home now, which is good to see.
2. Back up the middle, throw it to Duck special. Base hit for Seager. Coming with 2 outs. He's something with 2 outs, whether it meant on or not.
Yeah, it really is. And I think, again, he gets 2 strikes here, and he gets a changeup. Is able to stay back on the changeup and hits it right back at the pitcher. Solid line drive for a base hit. Take a look at the swing by Kyle. Keeping that head still as he barrels that one up on our McDonald's Supermo.
Brandon McCarthy, we send him our best. He'll be undergoing brain surgery after taking a line drive off the bat of Eric Ibar. Underwent surgery last night, and last word I heard he might have to undergo some more, and he's not completely off the hook yet. So wish him the best. John Jaso. Longest he's ever grown a beard, and he's going to take it in deep into the winter. And we'll just let it go. He's had a good year.
Watching him take batting practice today, and I noticed something that I hadn't noticed all year, and I don't know why I missed it. But he has a little bit of a split grip. You look at his 2 hands on the bat. He has a little gap in between his hands, which is unusual. You don't see many hitters do that. And most of them are down on the knob and keeping their fists together. He has a little bit of a gap.
Love looking. I think we have some here in the building, some pictures of Ty Cobb, who had
split grip.
Very pronounced. He had the front leg up, and he had about 2 inches, maybe about 2 fingers between his fists there.
His was less than that. It was probably just one, but still, you just don't see it. Talked to some hitters that have taken batting practice, practicing doing that, and they just want to keep from rolling over and using too much of their top hand.
2-2 pitch to Jaso. How about?
Great weather tonight here at the ballpark.
I mean, it is. I took the hat off, unbuttoned the collar, so did you. Roll up the sleeve. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Really, it's 75 degrees. Cherish this moment because that last homestand could be a lot different.
Yes, it can.
2-2 fouled off. Mariners finished the season 3 games with the Angels.
Take a look at the swing by John Jaso. You can see the bat in between the two hands, separated grip as he fouls that pitch off. Great look.
Second baseman Pennington, a couple steps onto the grass in right field with Jaso. It's blocked by Contreras, former Boston Red Sox. Count runs to 3-2. On deck, Michael Saunders. Here's a payoff to Jaso. Runner goes. This one's sent to center field. Coco Crisp right there for the out. One hit and a runner left for the Mariners in the first. Second inning coming up 1-0 Athletics. A young man from Bobare, Venezuela. He's thrilled to be here. 13 years in waiting and working in the minor leagues. Luis Jimenez.
Oh, that was excellent. That was a great feeling because I've been waiting for the opportunity 13 years, and that's not easy to do it. Even, if you're kind of prosper or something, it's hard to make to the big leagues, and it's hard to they show people that you can do it. So. But I believe that, I try to do my best over there in AAA, and I try to get the stuff done, That's the big thing. Try to get your job done, and that's what I did.
What do you think was the hardest thing to show people all these years?
My weight. my weight, because I'm a guy with 300 pounds. Sometimes it's not like very nice looking as a athlete. Professional athlete player, but that was a big kind of wall all these 13 years.
If you don't, I automatically like that kid right there. Coming out, hey, I weigh 3 bills. I got an issue. He told me he's down to 290 going. He wants to get to 270. Going to work with Goody during the summer down in Venezuela and in the off season down in Venezuela. But here's Stephen Drew with one out after a nice play off of Donaldson. Nice kid. He does have prodigious pop. He had 20 home runs down at AAA. And talking to a bunch of scouts the other day, they said, Dave, trust me, he can hit. Just give him a chance, he can hit. And I told you, batting practice. Granted, it's only batting practice, but he's going triple deck.
Well, and he also is a 300 hitter at AAA. To give you an idea of how to get pitched for Felix. But I think the thing that, he seems like a young man that appreciates the opportunity, has worked hard for it, is a smart young man, and he gets it. And he said it too. At his size, he doesn't look great in a uniform, but if he can hit, he can hit.
I refer you to Kung Fu Panda, the San Francisco Giants.
I agree.
Sandoval, he's not Superman out there with the bod, but he can hit, and he's nimble on his feet, covers ground at third base for the Giants.
Well,
but I mean, we should be so lucky.
I'm not comparing them to it, but Babe Ruth didn't look real good in a uniform either.
There you go.
I'm excited.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm excited to watch him get a chance to hit.
There you go.
He's waited a long time for this chance to get a start tonight.
Center field for Goody. And who doesn't respect a kid who does that? We talked about Mike Wilson last year. 10 years of mine. Finally got a shot there.
One of my former teammates, Richie Amaral, same thing. I think he was 32 years old and is a rookie in the big leagues. They have to have a lot of respect for those guys. And they certainly don't make the money, and they don't have the pension and all the great things that are up here at the big league level. And so they just grind it out. Most of them have to work in the wintertime and just keep on doing their thing. And it'd be a lot easier after 5-6 years when you're getting passed over for other people to go find something else to do. So I give him a lot of credit for hanging in there.
2 outs, George Gutierrez. Saw him with the Boston Red Sox earlier. And with Milwaukee as well. We saw him over Milwaukee. We were in Milwaukee 2 years ago. 0-1. Like he brought up the G.H. Ruth. That was right, eh?
I mean, Boot Pal ring a bell?
Good ball. 1-2. And Mr. Senior and Junior. Big fielder, little fielder.
Yeah. Hey.
They can hit. Who was it? Moustakas kid ran into Prince last week. Did you see that highlight? There was
I didn't.
That was hilarious. They picked each other up. They just sort of like looked at each other and laughed. Big mismatch.
Oh, I did see that.
Right, remember that?
I did see that.
2-2. Good catch. Gutierrez dismissed. He knew it. Second strikeout for Felix. Both have been inning enders, and both have been looking. 1-0 Athletics. Mariners trying to get back in it here, early going. Mark your calendars, Friday the 21st. Mariners celebrate Fan Appreciation Night right here at Safeco Field. And all fans receive a Mariners team poster, plus automatically be entered to win fabulous prizes all game long, including the brand new Kindle Fire, Blu-ray player, Mariners autographs, a flat screen TV, and much, much more. So join us as the Mariners say thanks when you get your tickets at mariners.com/fan. Michael Saunders, good to have him back. Last Friday was the last time we saw him. It was against the Angels. Came out, played right field, and it re-aggravated that groin injury. Off the fist. Is it enough? It is. Just beyond the reach of Stephen Drew. Second Mariner hit.
Before Michael had the injury, he'd been swinging the bat well. Good to see him come back, get some confidence rolling again with a base hit his first time up. A little bit of a jam shot. You take a look at our McDonald's Supermo and the delivery of Griffin. Four-seam fastball. Got in on the hands of Michael, but he's able to fight it off for a base hit.
Both teams with 2 hits now. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike to Smoke. Justin at 193, 14 homers, 41 runs batted in. 5 for 18 on this homestand. He does have a 5-game hitting streak record. Mariners 3-3 in this homestand. Saturday and Sunday games here against the Athletics. Travel day, off day Monday. Go to Toronto for 3, Texas for 3, and then back home again. Monday a week, Baltimore comes to town for 3 night games. Orioles tonight losing 8-5 to the Yankees. Yankees now back up again in the East. 2-1 here to Smoke. Saunders back.
The Red Sox continue to struggle. They're back home now, and they're losing 5-1 to Toronto in the 7th inning.
Get to a point now they're doing Bobby Valentine a favor.
Sometimes just listening to some of his comments, you almost get that impression from him.
Yep. Haven't saw it. I have not read it yet. Yes, I did. Cover story on it. A big piece on Bobby Valentine and the problems of the Red Sox. Angels 2-1 over Detroit. Middle of the second. Texas and Tampa Bay 1-1. Bottom 11. Good swing on that. Fouled it straight back. 2-2. Eric Wedge and crew, they know they can impact this American League West. It's 24 games. This one popped up. Counting tonight, 24 games remaining for the Mariners. 12 home, 12 road. And playing all contenders with the exception of Toronto next week. Meanwhile, the Athletics, they've got 26 games remaining, counting tonight, 17 on the road, including a 10-game road trip. Detroit, New York, Texas.
Be a great test for them. They've had a really good year as a club and an organization, and the way the players have gone about their business, but this is typically a tough time of the year. I've always said it, when you play every day in September, usually the ones that are in the playoffs are the ones that deserve it the most, and so they definitely have their work cut out for them.
Pops up. Second baseman Cliff Pennington, we've seen more often than not at shortstop, makes the play. 1 out, 1 on. A's have to go to Detroit for the first time. They were 2-2 against Detroit at home. They have to go to New York for the only time. They're 4-3 against the Yankees in Oakland. And they've split 6-6 with Texas. Winning 4 at home, losing 4 on the road. Here's Eric Thames.
Griffin in his fastball. He likes to throw his fastball. Thames likes to hit the fastball. So he can get something he can handle. Misses with that first pitch curveball at 70 miles an hour. .30 pitches for Griffin.
Runner goes, got a great jump. It swung on, driven deep to center field. Going back is Coco Crisp. There's one out. Saunders has to re-tag. He'll get back easily. 2 down with the man on. Big Sky football. It kicks off Saturday, 22nd, right here on Root Sports. It's presented by your local Ford stores. Live action gets started. Northern Arizona takes on the Montana Grizzlies at 12:30 p.m. Your new home for Big Sky football, Root Sports. Well, here's Luis Jimenez. First major league start, second major league at bat. Young man from Babare in Venezuela. .310 hitter at Tacoma. Pitch outside. 64 runs, 32 doubles, 2 triples. 20 homers, 81 runs batted in. Slugged .514, OPS at .907, all of that in 125 games. He's ahead in the count, 2-0.
See if we can get a good fastball to hit.
Eric Witt said he would work some of the guys in. Jimenez, a guy we're seeing for the first time this season. A lot of the other folks have come back. Liddy, Wells. Had their opportunities up here early. Got a 2-0 to Big Luis. 3-0.
Haven't seen Truman yet, but he will, I'm sure, get a chance to play.
Brendan Ryan on deck. Pitch. Walked him on 4 pitches. Mariners with 2 outs at 2 on.
That's some news because Griffin has only walked 10 batters coming into the game.
Say pitched him rather respectfully.
I would say so.
Bob Melvin, first full year with the Athletics.
For the A's, the Angels went into town into Oakland and took care of business, beating them 3 in a row.
Outscored them big time too. Outscored them 21-5. 1 to Ryan. Coaching staff. You got Chip Hale, the bench coach. Charles Chili Davis, one of the great switch hitters. Kurt Young, fine pitching coach. Second time around as pitching coach. Ty Waller, former Cub, and Mike Gallego, former A and Yankee. Line drive. That's a base hit. Saunders to third. Reddick's throw to the plate. It is offline, not in time. Base hit for Brendan Ryan. Ties the score at 1-1. Ryan's 29th RBI.
Good swing by Brendan Ryan. Gets a fastball away from him and goes with it after missing with the first pitch breaking ball. He was ready for the fastball. It's a line drive into right. Again, Reddick has a good arm out in right field. Saunders plenty of speed to score on this base hit.
Job in the backup by A.J. Griffin. Top of the order. Here's Ackley with a couple of men on. Good 2-out RBI by Brendan Ryan. Ackley fouled out to the second baseman Pennington his first time. Strike 0-2. Former Mariner manager, big league catcher. Hit it hard, but right to Pennington. Throws out Ackley, but the Mariners do tie it. on the RBI single with 2 outs by Brendan Ryan. It's a 1-1 ball game. With the Athletics. Hey kids, think you're as quick as Dustin Ackley? Will come test your speed following this Sunday's 1-10 game against the A's when all youngsters are invited down onto the field to run the bases. Thanks to KeyBank. Don't miss your last chance this season to take part in this fun post-game event right here at Safeco Field. Get ready by running to get your tickets. Mariners.com. Ball 1 to Cliff Pennington, the shortstop. Leading up, batting in a 9-hole, switch hitter. With Pennington, Coco Crisp, and Seth Smith. Pennington 11 for 37 against Felix Hernandez. Chun-Won.
White Sox trying to stay out in front of the Central. Good ball game in Chicago against Kansas City, 5-5 in the 8th inning.
2-1 pitch slapped down the line. Saunders backhands and gets it back in. Pretty good runner, Pennington. Third hit for the Athletics.
Good hitting again. Pitch running away from, stays with it, hits it right inside the bag down the third baseline. They mentioned Pennington, a good runner. The A's have run more this year. They're 5th in the American League in stolen bases.
Pennington at first. Back to the top of the order, Coco Crisp. First bunt. Strike Coco and the A's back on August 15th when Felix threw the perfecto here against Tampa Bay. Oakland was at Kansas City. They were watching in the clubhouse, and Coco said, I think I was more nervous for Felix than he was. I was really rooting for him. We all were. Thought it was great. Really enjoyed it. A lot of respect for Felix Hernandez.
Coco, remember earlier in the year they had him hitting third?
Yeah.
They had guys that were hurt and he wasn't happy and things weren't going particularly well.
He wasn't in center field.
He wasn't in center field.
A lot of things have straightened out.
You can see that's made a difference for this club too.
Fouled off.
Cespedes, a couple of leg injuries, moved him to third. He's to left field and he's DH'd. Coco's taking center field over again, trying to save the legs.
0-2 to Coco Crisp. Folks, you're watching two of the best teams in the American League this second half. A's with the best record. The Mariners with the third best record. 0-2. Strike three call. 3 strikeouts for Felix Hernandez, all looking thus far.
Felix going with an off-speed pitch. You can see this pitch will be down at the bottom of the strike zone. That's the good curveball from Felix. No argument from Coco Crisp.
All 3 guys who took the dismissal had nothing to say. They just immediately walked away. I said, man, that was a good pitch. Seth Smith, base hit to left, run scored on the error by Thames in the first inning for the Oakland run. More tremendous numbers on Felix Hernandez. But what he has compiled, this is the post-break numbers since 1990. He's an elite company. Boy, Sid Fernandez, haven't seen that name in a while. Roger Clemens, who pitched tonight down in Independent Ball. Skeeters down in Texas.
He had his son catching.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Got an opportunity to do it. Should he come back to the major leagues? No.
I don't think he will.
Fastball, well placed, 1-2.
Talking about the A's hitters taking called third strikes in that argument. Felix is so tough. He has the deceptive delivery with that turn. Has plus pitches across the board, 5+ pitches. And he'll throw them all at any time. So difficult as a hitter when you try to eliminate pitches. You just can't do that with Felix.
Boy, he just got a piece of that. It's got to be murder trying to pick it up out of his hand.
Out of his hand. And again, the movement of it. That was a changeup that was fouled off right there on the outside corner. We've seen so many games this year where maybe 4 or 5 guys hit the ball halfway decent off of them, much less get the hits, but this thing just don't hit the ball that hard.
Back first is Pennington. Steven Strasburg made his last home start tonight. Didn't go well. 3 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs all in. Got a no decision. 1-2 pitch here to Seth Smith. Fouls it off.
He really hacks, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He impressed us in Colorado a couple years ago. Yeah. Bob Melvin. Got a nice situation working here with the Oakland Athletics. 33-17 second half. Baltimore 32-20, now 21. And this is going to get down for a base hit. Pennington will get the third. Thames cuts it off. Big turn by Smith. So with 1 out, runners at the corners for the Athletics. 2 for 2 night for Seth Smith.
This is a fastball at the top of the strike zone. It looks like Felix jams him. Soft line drive out into right center field. It's easy for Pennington to get around. Just take a look at this swing just above the label. But a good at bat for Smith.
One out, 2 on. Tough hitter in Josh Reddick. Popped out to Ryan his first time. Good block by Jaso. This is a spot where we've seen Felix turn it up a couple of notches to get out of trouble. 8th inning against Cleveland, and the Tribe's first visit comes to mind. Protecting a 1-0 lead. There have been a whole bunch of others, too.
He knows he's a ground ball away from getting out of this inning. A double play and then walk back into the dugout.
1-1. One pitch. 2. 3 strikeouts, no walks. 1 on 4 hits for the A's, 1 on 3 hits and an error for the Mariners. 2-out RBI by Brendan Ryan in the 2nd inning tied it. He went and checked down to James Hoy. And Reddick could not hold up, so a strikeout. Strikeout number 4 for Felix, and a big one to get their best power hitter.
It was a big one. Another curveball. Felix yelling right away for him to check the hitter to see if he had a swing or not. But a good curveball. Another good job of John Jason to keep the ball in front of him.
2 outs. 4th strikeout for Felix. You can hear him scream, check it. Jim Joyce immediately went to James Hoy, and Reddick was ticketed out of there. The cream puff here. With a Cespedes, a base hit to right.
.46 pitches for Felix. He's throwing strikes, 31 strikes. He's had issues. It's been first pitch strikes. So he's faced 13 batters in his 6 first pitch strikes for Felix.
Foul. Tampa Bay has defeated Texas by the final of 3-1. That was in 11 innings.
Somebody hit a walk-off home run. I saw, I think it was Longoria hit one early in the game.
Andrew Mentink will give you highlights of that before long. 1-1 to Cespedes. Fifth foul. Wicked hot. Two outs, runners at first and third. Ote. Pitch, 1-2. Breaking ball popped up. Ackley's there. Felix pitches his way out of the situation here. Well done. Gives up 2 hits. Strands 2. 1-1 ball game. Newtown. Chef Dave doing his work at the beginning of the ball game. Turkey leg, ceremonial turkey leg. Tradition here at Kings Court. Sharing with Junior. Franklin Gutierrez leading it off here in the third. Seager and Jaso to follow.
Franklin grounded out to short his first time up.
1-1 count. 2-out RBI single by Brendan Ryan scored Michael Saunders, tying the game at 1-1 in the second inning. Two and one. A.J. Griffin off to a great start since his call up inside. Backs him off.
.44 pitches, 26 strikes.
Three one.
The word on A.J. Griffin is that he likes to work fast, and it looks like Franklin Gutierrez, one of the veterans in the lineup, trying to slow him down, taking his time, because he looks like he's ready to go right now. A couple of ground outs, 4 fly outs for Griffin.
He's playing catch. Payoff. Now, first K tonight for Griffin. We have Kyle Seager. Got a 2-out single in the first inning.
Kyle had a couple of strikes on him. Griffin threw him a changeup, and he hit it right back at him, hit it right by his ear into center field for a base hit.
Get this question a lot. Brendan Ryan win a Gold Glove?
I think he's deserving.
Next question, as you put it so eloquently before the game, do you think he'll win it?
I think it will be tough.
Yeah.
I think it will be tough.
We're in agreement on that one.
If you look at all the sabermetric numbers that he's just played overall, he's deserving. This ball's hit down the left field line. But I think it's going to be difficult. He's had a tough year offensively, and I know that shouldn't matter, but it does. It'll make a difference. Mariners have had a tough year. That'll make a difference.
For what it's worth, one of our colleagues, Vince Cotroneo, wanted to meet Brendan. And Vince does radio for the A's, and he said, I just want you to know that I was encouraging the coaching staff of the Athletics to vote for you as a Gold Glove winner in the American League.
Again, I think he's certainly deserving of it, but it doesn't always work out that way.
He says, can you hit 215 for me? He says, I've been trying. Come on. 2-2.
John Jaso waiting on deck.
Two. Bounces one. Charging is Moss. Flips to Griffin for out number 2.
Jaso hit the ball hard his first time up, but it was right at the center fielder, Coco Crisp.
Run on 4 hits for the Athletics, and run on 3 hits and an error for the Mariners. Unearned run for Oakland in the first inning. Thames overran it. Base hit to right, and an unbelievable English on took a turn away from him as he was approaching and allowed the runner to score. 2-out single by Ryan tied it. Two to Jason.
Sometimes you jam a hitter so bad, which was the case in the play that you were just talking about, and you get onto that pine tar or that sticky stick, and
oh man,
gets the ball spinning sideways. That's exactly what happened to Eric Thames in right field.
On 2 strikes. The boys cleaned it up today. Haircut day.
High and tight, huh?
Sure enough. Told by one player, says Milton Bradley was here, he used to fly his barber in from New York. How about that? I had the same reaction you did. Shook my head. As Jason strikes out in the 1-1 game. The A's last visit here to Seattle. Time for the AT&T trivia question. Here you go. How many active pitchers have won multiple Cy Young Awards? That's a good one. Clemens is not active, so take him off your list. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Boy, there's been a lot of guys who recently retired. I think they've had a couple of multiples. How many active pitchers have won multiple Cys? Well, I'm not coming up with names, but just for the sake of expediency, I'm going to go with B2.
I'll go with A.
Good question. Brandon Moss, Skies one, center field, duties there. Quick out. How about Felix getting out of that 3rd inning? Couple on. Get a strikeout and a pop-up and see you later.
You have to be able to do that if you're going to walk around in September with a 2.5 ERA. You're not always just going to breeze through lineups, and we were talking about it too. Just the fact that a lot of pitchers happy to give up 1 run right there and try to stay away from the big inning, and we've seen it time and time again as you take a look at the CenturyLink high-speed pitch. But he's special that way. He can just do it, and the good ones can. That's the separator for me.
Oh, no doubt. Josh Donaldson looks at strike 1. Seager made a nice backhand play on him first time up. All right, here we go. Some of the results starting to pour in here. How many active pitchers have won multiple Cys?
Going with you, Dave.
Yep.
2.
Here's a 1-1. Oh, good pitch.
He looks like he has a really good curveball going tonight. I haven't seen quite as many changeups from him because his curveball has been so good. That's the pitch that he used to get out of that inning, to strike out of Reddick. Hard curveball down in the dirt. Able to get him to chase it.
You got 4 Ks tonight, 3 looking. No walks. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, Jimmy, you see Jimmy flinch?
Pitch too.
Jimmy flinched. He almost rang him up.
He had it right. If he would have, that's a good pitch from Felix. Right on the outside corner. Again, the curveball.
Jim Joyce has balls and strikes tonight, 2-2. 2 pitches ago. He gets him. He really wanted to. Payoff. Breaking ball. Lost him. First walk. All right, your American League Cy Young candidates this season. David Price had to be scratched for tomorrow. Jared Weaver, hope he's okay. Who was it? The line drive here last week.
His next start.
Yep. Felix going right now. Verlander. And Fernando Rodney, darn right. 0.71.
42 saves.
Yeah, he's been dominant. He absolutely deserves to be in the conversation. 0-1 to Stephen Drew. Drew coming over from Arizona since the last time we saw the A's. Foul back. Matter of fact, when we were in Arizona, he was injured.
Yeah, he was on the DL when we were there.
Subsequently.
But even then, they were talking about moving him.
Yeah, August 20th, he was traded. Flied out to center. First time up makes him 0 for 12 career against the Mariners.
Next pitch will be 60 for Felix. Pitch count not bad, but a little high. A little high for Felix.
Two on, 1 out, 1 on. Nasty offering.
Now that's the changeup that we were talking about. Throws that pitch as a hitter, a left-handed hitter. It looks like it's going to be in the middle of the plate, and by the time you attack it, it's either on the corner or just off the plate away. It's such a tough pitch for lefties to deal with.
Two. Flipped it. Got a base hit out of it. Ames will get it back in. Donaldson holds it second. J.D. Drew's younger brother with a base hit. 1 out, 2 on.
Speaking of J.D. Drew, where's he at? Was he done?
I believe he is.
No. Quietly walked away from the game, didn't he?
And a lot of guys say it was more. He had some hobby. I'm trying to remember what it was, but said he would. It was either voting or something to do with racing. He was more enthused about that than this. George Gutierrez, the catcher, took a called third strike. It's getting ahead.
A's so far 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. The one run that they had when Smith scored, he scored from first base.
Off the plate, 1-1. And hit by Drew, the 5th hit by the Athletics. High fly ball, deep right field, going back. Dames running out of room. It's gone. George Gutierrez unloads. 3-run shot. 4-1 A's. 4th homer for Gutierrez gives him 15 on the season, 15 RBI. Felix taken out of the yard. That's the 12th time he's given up a home run.
Well, we talked about it with the A's on how they were doing it. Second in ERA. But you take a look at their runs that they produce. This is a changeup that's in the middle of the plate. It's down, but Gutierrez goes down and hits it out of the ballpark. Coming into the game, they are 7th in the American League in home runs. It's been a big change for the A's over what we've seen from in the last few years.
Ranging to his right, bobbling Smoke. No play as the runner Pennington, as we mentioned earlier, a good fast runner, beats it out for a base hit. 2 for 2. 375 feet on that home run by Gutierrez. Top of the order, Coco Crisp. Big George Gutierrez. Journeyman catcher, big spot here. Makes it 4-1 A's. Pitch on the outside. For ball one. Coco Crisp will fly to left and strike out looking.
Pennington on that first pitch over at first base looked like he was trying to measure his break, time it. Took a hard step towards second, decided to shut it down, but again, the A's, they will try to steal. 5th in the American League in stolen bases as a team.
Hit hard, that is, wow, foul ball. Oof.
Lance Barrett, first base umpire, made the call right away. Certainly looked like it was close. Coco Crisp wanting it to be fair, but he'll have to go back and take another hack.
Oakland's come a long way from a year ago. They're in the bottom 4 in home runs. Just a season ago. Got a 1-1 pitch coming here to Crisp. Walk, a base hit. George Gutierrez 3-run homer. Damage done here at the end. It's a ground ball. Smoke makes a play there. Ryan throws to Felix. Didn't get the bag. They do get the lead runner on a 3-6 fielder's choice. Sunday, the 23rd Kids Appreciation Day here at Safeco Field, filled with prizes, surprises, mascots, and more. All kids 14 and under. Going to get a Mariner Moose poster thanks to Kid Valley and Ivers. Plus, you're going to get great giveaways all game long, including a BMX bike, a Mariner autograph, autographs, make it plural, an electric guitar, and a Nintendo Wii, and more. So make sure you join us for the pre-game parade around the field, too. It's going to kick things off at 11:30. Get your tickets at Mariners.com.
I'll bring up Seth Smith. Smith 2 for 2 in the game and has scored a run. Base hit to left field and then another single out into right center field.
Athletics coming off 3 consecutive losses. They get swept by the Angels, but prior to that, they'd won 9 consecutive ball games. Why they have the best record in the American League since the break. Coming in tonight, 33-17. Mariners 2.5 behind them in third. That category, 31-20. Mentioned previous game, everybody taking notice of what the Mariners have done. Grant Balfour, fine reliever for the Athletics, said, hey, you guys had started this run a month earlier, you'd be right with us contending for a wild card playoffs.
He's right. He's absolutely
Spot
right.
on. Spot on. Everybody impressed by what the Mariners have done. Two and one here.
Well, in the meantime, Felix's pitch count is really starting to climb on him. Next pitch will be 73 as he works here in the 4th inning.
Up high again, 3-1. Josh Reddick's on deck. Runner goes. Throw by Jaso. In time, stolen base. Coco Crisp is 32nd.
Looked like he had just an average jump, not a real good jump for Chris, but then he just outruns the play. One of the faster runners in the American League. You can take a quick peek in.
Now tied for 4th in the American League. 3-2 pitch from Felix. Bouncing ball hit down to Ackley. Throws out Seth Smith. Damage done, however. 3-run homer by George Gutierrez gives Oakland a 4-1 lead.
And they lead it 4-1 now as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, Tampa Bay Rays in that wild card race. And tonight they were taking on the AL West Division leading Rangers. Tampa Bay helping their wild card chances. Ben Zobrist with a walk-off 2-run blast in extra innings. Our Sterling Banks score at the Trop, 3-1 Rays. Guys?
All right, Angie, that's some competition in the American League wild card race.
Yeah, you have the Tigers playing in Los Angeles. So that's a big game. That'll be a big series over the weekend to watch.
Michael Saunders, 1-1 count. Right now, Detroit at the Angels, 2-2, top 5. Here in the Mariners' 4th, Saunders smoking things.
A.J. Griffin pitched well for the A's this year, and he's throwing a good game so far. The Mariners able to get to him and score a run in the 2nd inning. RBI by Brendan Ryan to get them on the scoreboard, but now he has a 3-run lead. See if they can find a way to put some pressure on him. Saunders with a base hit his first time out.
Good looking breaking ball. Saunders knew it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Griffin. 3 in the night. Struck out 3 of the last 4.
Bring up Justin Smoak. Justin put a good swing on a pitch, missed it, hit it right up the elevator shaft. Ended up coming down the second baseman. Pennington made the catch. He had some good swings his first time up. See if he can square one up this time.
A.J. Griffin, efficient and working at Jim Cott-like speed. Which might even be a couple of mph faster than Robert Gibson. We're talking about guys who want to get it, throw it, let's get out.
Cott. I think he went through a game one time where the catcher never put down a sign.
That's correct. As we mentioned before, in his latter days, it looked like he was having a catch. He wouldn't even wind up. Just a little bit of a rock and throw it. He is one of the really good guys in baseball.
He had something like 12 or 13 gold gloves, too, didn't he?
At least. Yeah, I think Maddox broke his record. MLB Network these days. 17 gold gloves in total. That's crazy. He really is.
Nice man, too.
Oh, no question. Yeah. Pleasure doing a game with him one time. 3-1. Broken bat. Pennington makes the catch. 2 down. Smoke's going through a lot of broken bats this year.
Yeah, he certainly has. You look at tomorrow's pitching matchup. Brett Anderson typically pitches well against the Mariners, hard-throwing left-hander. And then you have Iwakuma, who's really done a good job in the starting rotation for the Mariners. It's a fine ERA to 3.14.
His ERA the last 3-4 games is sub 1.5, right? Really good. There's Thames fly to center. Griffin is throwing some strikes. This with the off-speed pitch. Finds a hole. Hit it hard. Base hit. 4th hit for the Mariners. Game's 1-2.
This is a changeup, a hanging changeup, leaves it up in the zone. Easy pitch for Thames to get to. And as Dave mentioned, a little bit of a shift, but he's able to hit it through that. Pick up a base hit after flying out to center his first time. You can see him fighting to get on top of that high changeup. It's a good look from our McDonald Supermo. Bring up Jimenez. Jimenez didn't see a strike his first time up, walked on 4 pitches.
3 strikeouts and a walk for Griffin. Felix Hernandez 4 strikes and a walk. Still hasn't seen a strike. Hernandez grew up in a town 3 hours west of Valencia, Venezuela, hometown of Felix Hernandez. What was that bat speed you were talking about?
Yeah, he was getting through it in the batting practice today. Take a look at this last swing. Yeah, he's not up there trying to get a single, that's for sure.
Got a good count here, 2-1. 2 out, 1 on. 4-1 lead for the A's. 3-run homer, George Contreras, with 1 out in the 4th. Broke a 1-1 tie. And here the fans here in the crowd going ooh and ah after that speed.
Well, that was a good short swing right there on a high fastball, maybe borderline up out of the zone, and he fouled it straight back. Take a look at the hack. There's some power behind that one, as you mentioned, Dave. 290 pounds, 6'3".
2-2. Back up the middle. First base hit in the major leagues. Congratulations. First major league hit for Luis Jimenez. They get the ball back in for him. Good deal.
When he hit it hard, it's another high fastball trying to throw pitches above his hands. He's able to get on top of this one and drives it back up the middle.
Boy, you called it.
There's a lot of power behind that swing.
Yes, sir. First big league hit. Standing ovation for a lot of the fans here.
And that'll bring up Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan has driven in the 1 run for the Mariners. A base hit back in the 2nd inning to drive in Michael Saunders. So he'll get another chance here.
Kurt Young, quick visit. I like how everybody just enjoys watching a guy get his first big league hit. I mean, it brings smiles to everybody. It's so cool, man. You know, it's one of the great things about baseball.
I think it was, to your point, I think it was Charlie Manuel get a visit in the minor leagues. I believe it was to Chris Bosio.
Right.
Fred McGriff was hitting.
Fell
behind him.
Right.
Manuel comes out of the dugouts, has a conversation with Boz about what he wants to do. Not walk anybody as Ryan swings through that slow curveball. And Chris looked at him and he said, Charlie, you just want to see how far he can hit it. Go back to the dugout. So even big league managers would like to see it.
See how far he can. Well, Charlie's a hitter's guy. He's not a pitcher's guy.
No, he definitely is.
Phillies won 3-2 at home tonight against Colorado. Papelbon got the win coming out of the pen. Cliff Lee pitched a heck of a ball game and again gets no decision.
Brendan Ryan, hard base hit, line drive into right field his first time up.
Pitch 1-2.
68-mile-an-hour curveball.
One and two to Ryan. 2 out, 2 on.
It'll be interesting to see how much time Jimenez gets, how many ABs he'll end up. He'll probably get the next few nights off. Mariners getting left-handers in Anderson and Maloney. There's Felix hoping for some run support tonight.
Boys need to pick him up tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
This kid's pitched a nice ball game. A.J. Griffin. 1 and 2 to Ryan. Breaking ball got him. Strand 2. Couple of hits highlighted by the first big league hit for Luis Jimenez. 4-1 A's.
Sports is brought to you by Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. And by Pizza Hut. Say goodbye to boring with the Pizza-O-Lo. 2 for $5 only at your Pizza Hut. Make it great. Singles night out in the pen. I know it's supposed to be a celebration, guys, but it makes me feel old.
I'm not going there. 4-1, 4-1 Athletics with Josh Reddick leading off. Reddick, Cespedes, and Moss. Felix has handled Reddick so far. Popped out to shortstop and struck him out. Center field. Gutierrez is the 1 out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Base hit to right. Squibbing ball that got away from Thames allowed the first run to score. Seth Smith scored first with 2 outs.
Next pitch will be 80 for Felix. The A's have made him work tonight. No surprise, A's are second in the league in walks. They typically will make him throw some pitches.
Scalded.
This second base hit.
Like a slice hook to it.
Take a look at the swing. Power. Not a bad pitch again, right off the outside corner. Good pitch from Felix. We'll go back. You'll look at the changeup. Contreras hit out for a home run. And he'll see that it was right at the knees. It was in the middle of the plate, but we don't see many guys center that pitch, be able to square that changeup up like he did.
Healthy cut by Brendan Moss, who struck out looking and flied to center. One. Back up this way. That went right into press row. Felix tonight with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. He's given up a 3-run home to Contreras in the 4th inning.
Moss has had some good swings out for Felix's fastball. See that good curveball he's had tonight. See him throw that for him.
Him off 2-2. There's next stop, Toronto, and then Texas. Athletics on Anaheim for 4.
Curveball, he missed with it. Donaldson waiting on deck. His pitch count getting up there on him. He's not going to pitch deep into this one tonight.
Three 2 pitch to Moss. By Ty Waller, the first base coach. Former Mariner Cliff Lee, 14 no decisions this year. Amazing.
A decent ERA, doesn't it?
Sure does. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard through the hole. Digging for third, Cespedes. Thames his throw. Got it! Oh, baby, what a throw! Beautifully done by Eric Thames. That was really a terrific throw.
Well, the good news, he comes in and gets it in a hurry. He's not waiting. He knows they're going to try him. Gets his feet together and fires a strike to third. Easy tag for Kyle Seager at third base.
Well done. 2 outs. Big out. Runner at first. There's Donaldson. Eric Thames, his first assist as a Mariner. Chris giving it to Cespedes.
He did start his dive out there. We could see the marks in the dirt. You can see how far he started that dive.
Yeah,
Coco was giving him a hard time about it. Good breaking ball.
0-2. Albert Perez warming up.
Next pitch will be 90 for Felix, with him being behind 4-1 with the innings he's already logged this year. Eric probably will get him out early.
Felix coming in with 204 innings, up to 209 once this one's done. Ball, 2 strikes. Ball fouled off. With the beard is George Kataris. 3-run homer on a 1-1 pitch. Hit it into the right field stands. Difference makers at both a 1-1 tie. 1-2. Donaldson called up August 14th from AAA Sacramento. 2-2 pitch hit down the left field line. That's a fair ball. On the move, the runner Brendan Moss. He's coming to third. Here's Saunders' throw to Ryan. Cut off. Run scores. RBI double for Josh Donaldson. His 13th double, his 23rd RBI.
They mentioned Moss on the move, and he hammers this pitch down into the corner. Solid line drive. By the time Michael Saunders is able to pick it up and get it back in, Moss was around third. There'll be another run charged to Felix. Well, he tried to get a fastball in on his hands. Didn't quite get it there. Stephen Drew over from the Diamondbacks. Over at shortstop. Pennington, the regular shortstop, before Drew showed up. He's playing second base tonight.
And Jamal Weeks was set down. 1-0 pitch. 5th time Felix is facing the A's here this season, and the familiarity, big help to the Athletics. Felix coming in with a 1-1 record, a 3.10 ERA this season. That's another base hit. Thames with the throw. Did he get him? Oh, just missed. Strong throw on the fly. Scoring on a play, Donaldson. Base hit, RBI to second on the throw. Eric Wedge has seen enough, and his ace has been chased here in the 5th. For Drew, his 5th RBI. Just missed it.
Strong throw. If it had been on the plate, he probably gets him, but you can see Jaso trying to reach back and tag him. Isn't able to do it. That'll be it for Felix tonight.
Eric tried to give him one more out to get Drew, and he couldn't do it. chase Felix Hernandez as we revisit our AT&T trivia question. How many active pitchers have multiple Cy Young awards? Mike went with A1. I went with B2. Fans went with C3. Survey says 3. Roy Halladay, Johan Santana, and Tim Lincecum. Oliver Perez takes over. First pitch swing. Gutierrez flies to Saunders, and that'll do it. Felix gets pummeled here tonight, giving up 6 runs on 11 hits. Mariners got a lot of work to do. Fifth inning against the Athletics, and don't miss a college football doubleheader. It's coming up tomorrow. First up, Tulane. Green Wave kicks off against Tulsa. The Golden Hurricanes at 9 a.m. Then following at 12:30 p.m. to catch Rice, the Rice Owls, and the Kansas Jayhawks. Tune in tomorrow for all your college football action on Root Sports.
Dustin Ackley lead things off for the Mariners. They get back to the top of the lineup. Good news for the Mariners is they have plenty of outs to work with. Chip away at this deficit, down 5 runs.
Ackley 0 for 2, fouled out the second, grounded out the second. Play. This young man's kept it pretty simple. Been good at it. Ackley, Gutierrez, and Seeger.
Again, he's not overpowering at all, but he has all the pitches and pitches off the edge of the plate like that. Last one, a good running fastball off the outside corner. Mariners haven't seen too many pitches in the middle.
To Ackley, pulled a string on him, struck him out. 5th strikeout this evening.
That'll bring up Franklin Gutierrez. Franklin 0 for 2. Grounded out to shortstop. He was a strikeout victim his last at bat. That was back in the 3rd.
First pitch. Inside, ball 1. Goody can finish strong here in these last now 23 games after this one.
Stay healthy.
Yep.
Franklin came into the game hitting .278, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs.
5 hits tonight for the Mariners. Seager in the first. Saunders and Ryan. Ryan got a 2-out RBI single in the second. 2 more hits in the fourth, and that's it. Off-speed pitch. 4th inning, we got singles. A single from Thames and a single from Menace, his first big league hit. Boy, heated him up. Back-to-back strikeouts, half dozen tonight now.
That's been the other thing that has been impressive for Griffin. Is he not only tries to pitch on the corners, but he'll elevate his fastball, and that's what he did to Franklin Gutierrez. Threw a good fastball at 91 at the top of the strike zone. So you can see why he's pitched so well coming into this game. Again, at the start of the game, he had a 4-0 record with a 2.26 ERA. It's a good idea of what he's doing out there.
Strikeouts have come in many bunches, if you will. The first 3 were among 4 hitters covering the 3rd and 4th innings, and now he's getting struck out the last 3. Got the 3rd out of the 4th, and now the first 2 outs here in the 5th.
Out straight back.
Felix threw a lot of pitches, 96, 62 strikes. On 2 to Seager. And all A's tonight, 6-1 bench. Bounced up there.
Shortest outing of the year for Felix, 4 2/3. They made him work too. They put 11 hits on him through the 4 2/3. Again, the A's have been playing well. Angels went and took care of business. They've lost 3 in a row coming into this, but overall in the second half, it's a really good team.
Best record in the AL in that span. Good numbers. 33 at 17. That's a 673 clip. Mariners 3rd in that group at 608. The Orioles at 615 before tonight's loss. Nice job as that comes down to Pennington. Mariners are going 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Down 6-1. Hits. Hey, catch Mariners baseball and big savings when you head to the ballpark Wednesday, September 19th. Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Night. Mom, Dad, and the whole gang can pick up a ticket, Pepsi and hot dog for as low as $15. So get your ticket and enjoy the savings. Go to Mariners.com/special. Albert Perez threw 1 pitch to end the 5th inning. 2 runs on 4 hits with a man left for Oakland in that inning. Here's Cliff Pennington to lead it off. Pennington, Crisp, and Smith.
Yeah. Perez will face a couple of switch hitters to start, Pennington being one of them. The other one, Coco Crisp, waiting on deck.
Not the Kings' night. Felix 4 2/3, 11 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, a walk, 4 strikeouts, 96 pitches, 62 strikes. Breaking ball hit off the end of the bat. Perez.
Hopefully he's okay. That was awkward.
To say at least.
It looked like he was able to field it fine. And then he got tripped up, I think.
He was trying to figure out how he wanted to deliver it to Smoke. Grab it with his bare hand or scoop it with the glove.
Take a look at it. He's able to field it with his bare hand. And then he drops it. There you go. He drops it as he was trying to bring his arm back forward to flip it to Smoke.
Is he going behind his back? Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what he was trying to do. He was going for the ultimate highlight. Instead, he gets the ignominious play of the moment.
Gave that play to Gary Payton.
Yeah, Brandon Phillips. Most shortstops in the American League. Coco, make that Seth Smith. Got a couple hits tonight. Runs scored. Crisp. Folks put it in the wrong box. It is Coco Crisp.
A couple of good fastballs from Perez. His fastball has been around 95 miles an hour.
Yeah, he's been good. They had a couple of hiccup performances this season. Independable. Jaso takes a look. Seager coming in. So stays with it. Here's Angie Menting.
Guys, a really big series between Baltimore and the Yankees, and the Yankees had a lead and A-Rod added to it. You think they're happy to have this guy back? No doubt about it. In the 5th inning, A-Rod adds a 2-run blast to left center field, his 16th of the season, and the Yankees beat the Orioles 8-5 to take the lead in the AL East. It's our Sterling Banks score from around the league, guys.
What a chase that's going to be the next few weeks. Now here's Seth Smith. His 2 hits and a run scored. Ground out to second.
That's a good breaking ball from Oliver. He read the scouting report. Talking about it at the start of the game. Seth Smith likes to hit the fastball first, second pitch. So he starts him with a breaking ball and gets a swing and a miss. He's had a good night, though. 2 for 3. Another one.
Nice to see the double up. That hit by Pennington, by the way, was the 12th hit for Oakland.
Ramirez getting loose. And him and Noesi, both of them out in the bullpen now.
Both of them may get a start or two coming down the stretch. Interesting. Pennington, by the way, with that hit, 3 hits, 2 of them of the infield variety. Fastball to center field. Goody's there. 2 down.
Bring up Josh Reddick, being RBI guy for the A's this year, but he's 0 for 3 in the game. Couple of flyouts and a strikeout swinging.
Felix handled him quite well in those 3 at bats. 17,128 on hand.
Reddick leading the club in home runs and RBIs.
I don't think anybody projected the power numbers he's put up this year.
I would agree. We thought he was a good player. We saw him in Boston and liked him as a player, but some big time numbers when you're pushing 30 home runs for a season.
28.75, 256 average coming in today. Want to know RBIs tonight for the Athletics. Gutierrez, a 3-run homer. That was in the 4th. RBI double by Donaldson. RBI single Drew in the 5th inning. Unearned run first. Swing and a miss. Ball, center field, coming on hard. Gutierrez makes the catch. Goody by Goody. Ends the 6th. Mariners need some runs. 6-1 Oakland. First of 3 here this weekend. Time for the Sterling Bank. Nobody works harder for you.
Just a great play by Franklin Gutierrez. The concentration, then the dive. Good time to see outfielders turn their glove the other way. Franklin turns the glove upside down. Can make that catch now, Gutierrez.
It's something. John Jaso, Michael Saunders, Justin Smoke here against A.J. Griffin, who struck out 6 and walked 1 tonight.
Left-hander Jerry Blevins getting loose in the A's bullpen. A.J. Griffin now with 101 pitches. There's Blevins.
It's got a lot of movement on it. That's enough to dunk in for a base hit. John Jaso now 1 for 3. 6th Mariner hit against 12 for Oakland.
Sits back, waits a little bit too long on this curveball. It jams him. So he ends up finding some outfield grass for a base hit. Jaso now 1 for 3 in the game. You look at our McDonald's Super Mode. Gets in on him right on the label. Give Michael Saunders a chance to hit with a runner on base. He's 1 for 2. Had a base hit and scored the 1 run for the Mariners in the 2nd inning.
All 1. Michael took a called 3rd strike with a 2-2 pitch, leading off the 4th. Bounce it back. 2-1. Good count here for Saunders. Ryan Cook warming up. He's had a nice year. Three-1. Trying to check it. End up fouling it off. Ryan Cook 6-2, 13 saves.
Justin Smoke waiting on deck. Justin 0-2. Fly outs to the second baseman, a couple pop-ups.
3-2. Oh, bright. Oakland scored first inning, unearned run. Mariners tied it in the second. 3-run homer Contreras in the fourth. 2 more runs added in the fifth as Saunders strikes out for the second consecutive time, and that's 7 strikeouts now for young A.J. Griffin. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Wrap up the homestand. 2 more with the Athletics. Day off / travel day on Monday to Toronto and Texas, and then come right back home. So Bob has said Bob Melvin has seen enough for A.J. Griffin. The young man's pitched a whale of a ball game. He's got a 6-1 lead as he takes his leave. They chase King Felix after 4 2/3. This young man threw a heck of a ball game for 5 1/3.
He really did. 6 hits, gave up 1 run. It was earned. That was a base hit from Brendan Ryan to drive in that 1 run. 1 walk. That's the numbers that we thought. 7 strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts for 5 1/3. 108 pitches, 65 of those 4 strikes. A.J. Griffin pitched well. Bring up Jerry Blevins. Take a look at the left-hander, what he's done this year. 2.65 ERA, 48 strikeouts to 20 walks. Mariners certainly familiar with Jerry. They see him in every series over the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
Every bit.
Yeah.
Turn Smoke around. That right-handed. Pop the second, hit a soft line drive the second. Broken bat, righty back and forth. One out with Jaso at first here. Smoke hitting 197 right-handed coming into tonight. 190 left-handed, total of 193. breaking ball for strike. Strike, 1-2. Familiar pattern.
That pattern is fastballs in, even in off the plate to Justin, and then they come back with some slow breaking balls, try to throw them in the dirt to get him to chase them.
One and two to Smoke. And leaning. 2-2. Inning started with Jaso. Base hit the center. Strikeout of Saunders. Now Smoke 2-2. Weight shift by George Gutierrez. That was right out of the textbook.
Thames waiting on deck, 1 for 2. So picked up an assist tonight, throwing on a base runner at third.
Impressive.
Yeah,
gunning down Cespedes. Got him by a decent margin too. He's back at the second out in the fifth inning. 3-2 pitch. Jaso does not run, and this one hit to left field. Coming in, Cespedes going back to shortstop. Cespedes has it. Out number 2. I bring up Eric Thames. Last time up, single to right on a 1-1 pitch. First time up, a fly to center. Not been a lot of clicking tonight by the Mariner offense.
No, there hasn't been. Just 6 hits for the Mariners, 1 run. We mentioned that the A's are going to be tough to score off of. Unfortunate for the Mariners that it was just an off night for Felix. But this pitching staff second in the American League in ERA.
Quality arms at the back of that bullpen. They got Balfour's got 15 saves. You got Ryan Cook, who was up earlier. He's got 13 saves. He's been murder on the Mariners this season. Waving 0-2. Jaso has not been able to get off first base. Strike out and a fly to left, and Thames in an 0-2 hold. Go 1-2. Do it again. Mariners 7-6 against the A's, 3-3 here in Seattle, 4-3 against the A's in Oakland and Tokyo.
Look at the A's overall this year. It's been their ability to beat up on the East, 25-15 against the American League East this year.
Great job. Popped up. Cespedes, Donaldson, and Drew. Long run. Drew makes the play, and that'll do it. Effective pitching by Jerry Blevins. Runner stranded at first. 6 in the book, 6-1 A's.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Get the All-American Jack combo at Jack in the Box. It's a no-nonsense burger with fries and a drink for only $4.99 plus tax. And by ANA, Japan's leading airline, now operating a daily flight to Tokyo. I'm going to try that again. It's a daily flight to Tokyo. Visit flyana.com. Guys?
Angie, thank you. Pitcher for the Mariners just recently recalled. Erasmo Ramirez takes over.
A little work out of the bullpen. Probably haven't pitched a couple of innings. Ramirez with a good fastball. He'll be in the low to mid 90s with his fastball. Take a look at his numbers. 3.82 ERA, 25 strikeouts and just 7 walks. Command was a little bit of an issue. Not necessarily just the walks, but falling behind hitters and putting them in too good a hitters counts.
He's going to face Cespedes, Moss, and Donaldson. 4, 5, and 6 for the Athletics. He's come in with a record of 76 and 60. Mariners at 67 and 71.
Cespedes having a good night, 2 for 3 tonight. A couple of singles. Eric Thames was able to throw him out at third, trying to go first to third. Thames, nice one-hop strike to Kyle Seager, cut him down.
Ramirez in the third base side of the rubber. First pitch, line drive right to Ackley.
That's a good way to start. One pitch, 1 out. Take it even though it was hit hard.
Bring up Brendan Moss, strikeout looking, fly to center, base hit to right, and a run scored in the 5th inning. Ramirez, young man from Nicaragua.
Moss having a good year for the A's since he was called up. Starting the game tonight, hitting .258 with 16 home runs. Only 190 at bats for him.
One.
He is 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored.
Inside.
Ramirez earlier, when he was having issues, it was getting the ball down. A lot of high strikes, missing out of the strike zone up. So we'll see what kind of adjustments he's been able to make.
Ramirez out of Rivas, Nicaragua. Pitch 1 and 2. Ramirez, 22 years old.
Good looking changeup to Moss. 82 miles an hour coming off of a 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Struck him out. Good pitch. 2 down. Check out our Banner Bank building to the future. I bet James Paxton. The Jackson Generals last night go 6 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 9 Ks. Since his return from the DL, he's done well in 8 starts, 6-1 record. 22 walks, that's a lot, but 58 Ks. He's won this season hitting 244 against 110 Ks and 106 in the third. Look forward to seeing him in spring training next February. Oh, look out.
Hit him with a breaking ball. 79 miles an hour. Take a look at it. Sometimes the ball just slips out of your hand, and he tried to throw a breaking ball again. 79 miles an hour. Not much break to that. Little backup piece. Look like he hit him on the hand.
Well, he dives hard into it, doesn't he?
Yep. He understands he wasn't trying to hit him. Spun out of there and ran right to first base. If Stephen Drew come up.
Say tonight.
Yep.
2 base hits in a row to right field. The most recent one scored a run in the 2-run 5th inning. Strike 1.
That was a good changeup tonight.
I tell you, I don't remember seeing him featuring it that effectively last time up.
Throwing that many.
Yeah. One and 2.
Yeah, 9 pitches, only 3 fastballs from him.
One and 2. Struck him out. Good pitch, good movement by Erasmo Ramirez. Couple of strikeouts here in the 7th. Still some time here for the Mariners, who are down 6-1. Captain Morgan, raise your glass, always in moderation, to life, love, and loot. Dave Sims, Mike Lauer, Root Sports crew on hand here. Mariners in a hole, 6-1. King Felix has been changed. He only went 4 2/3 tonight. 11 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, 4 Ks. Not his night. Mariners going to try to pick him up now. This will be the third plate appearance tonight for Luis Jimenez. Will be going against Jerry Blevins. And Jimenez last time up, 2-2 pitch and a 4th single to center, his first major league hit.
See what he'll do against the left-hander. Blevins certainly will throw him some breaking balls.
Up high, ball one. Blevins came on to get the last 2 outs of the 6th inning. Starter A.J. Griffin was impressive. 5 1/3, 6 hits, 1 run, a walk, and 7 Ks. Working away from Jimenez, 1-1. Strike 1 and 2. At least 13 years in the minor leagues. First time up here in the bigs. 1-2. Breaking ball struck him out. First strikeout by Blevins. We'd like to welcome Nemont Communications subscribers from Glasgow, Montana. Thank you for rooting on the Seattle Mariners and all of us at Root Sports. And the Mariners appreciate your support. I love these Google Map, Google Earth views of the great communities in the great Pacific Northwest. Good stuff. Inside to Ryan.
Yeah, Brendan Ryan 1 for 2 tonight. Had a base hit. He's driven in the only run for the Mariners this evening.
Two-out base hit. Tied it at 1-1, but it's been all athletic since then. 3-run homer in the 4th by Gutierrez. RBI double by Donaldson in the 5th, followed by an RBI single by Drew. 1-1. Inside. 3-1.
Dustin Ackley waiting on deck. Dustin looking to try to get a base hit tonight. He's 0 for 3.
Ryan will take his base. First walk by Blevins. Second walk issued tonight by Oakland pitching. Dustin Ackley 0 for 3. Fouled out to the second baseman, grounded out the second and struck out. Ball 1.
Blevins struggling a little bit with the strike zone tonight. 21 pitches, 11 strikes, 10 balls. Only the first pitch strike to one of the batters that he has faced. Pitching coach Kurt Young will come out of the dugout and have a conversation with him because it's not going well. A little bit all over the place. Hopefully the Mariners could take advantage of that. Nobody throwing in the A's bullpen.
I got to believe Kurt's basic message: stop nibbling, throw strikes. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Still love the visit by Jim Leland. Throw strikes and he leaves. So I don't know a heck of a lot about pitching, but I know what I want when I go out there. I go out there, get it, and I'm back. Come on, Ackley!
It's usually pretty short when he goes. Tigers still tied up 2-2 in the 8th inning down in Los Angeles.
1 out, 1 on, 2-1 pitch. Popped up. No play.
Saw that Prince Fielder hit his 25th home run of the season in that game.
Tell you what, that combo has worked just like they hoped it would. He and Cabrera have just been ridiculous the last 2 months.
Wonder how many strikeouts Scherzer's picked up. He's been
right?
piling up the strikeouts this year.
Yeah, last I looked, he was leading, right?
Yes, he was leading the American League in strikeouts, ahead of his teammate Justin Verlander.
It's impressive. 2-2. Back up here, just below us. Answer to your question, Mr. Scherzer in 8 complete has 9 Ks, no walks.
He's been living right around that double-digit mark every time he goes out there.
To the 9th in that game down in Anaheim, 2-2. Tigers and Angels. A 2-2 count here to Ackley. Pulls it. And there's a double play opportunity. There's one. And they beat it out. Good hustle by Ackley. Opportunity was there, but the hustle by Ackley keeps the inning alive.
We'll take a look at it. Pennington, the second baseman, has been a shortstop. Doesn't get much on this throw. Stephen Drew tried to finish the double play, but Ackley with good speed is able to beat it out. Give Franklin Gutierrez an opportunity to hit in this inning.
Goody a strike, 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Ryan Cook up again. Been up a couple of times in this game. Hard throwing right-hander for the A's.
Speed pitch, 84 miles an hour, 101. That home run by Fielder is 25th. 95 runs batted in.
It's a big game for the Tigers tonight. They were a game behind Chicago, and the White Sox beat by Kansas City in Chicago 7-5. So a chance to even up the Central.
National League. Mets win, check that. Atlanta wins at the Mets 3-0. Dodgers and Giants, big series 2-2 tie. Bottom 7 in San Francisco. Giants start tonight 4.5 up on the Dodgers. The Dodgers in a wild card chase started the evening, a game and a half off the pace of Atlanta and St. Louis. Oops, foul.
Victor Noesi getting loose in the Mariners' pen.
On the West, he just called up. Everybody agrees he's got great stuff. But being consistent with it, being aggressive with it, it's been a big issue.
Goes back to what you were talking about, throwing strikes, working ahead of hitters, trying to just nibble off of the corners, and it's going to work, especially like you said with the stuff that he has. He needs to get after guys, get ahead of them, and then if he wants to pitch off the edges, he certainly can.
Everybody I talked to in the league, oh, I like that kid. I like that kid. What's wrong?
3-1 counts.
Two to Goody here with 2 outs and a man at first. Pitch rolls over on one. Third baseman Donaldson short way. That'll do it for the Mariners in the 7th inning. 8th inning coming up. It's been all athletics. 6-1.
Over the Mariners. Hi, everybody. Angie Minting here at the Ford Sports Desk. And yesterday, the Mariners had the day off. That was not the case for Federal Way and Emerald Ridge. They squared off in our high school game of the week, and Federal Way dominated. Evan Elliott, their quarterback, lobbed it 20 yards to Mike Tate for the 6th touchdown of the night, and the Eagles drilled Emerald Ridge. 43-7 is the way it ends. Now, next Thursday, Kings heads to Archbishop for our high school game of the week. It's immediately following our Mariners post-game show right here on Root Sports. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Hector Noesi is the new pitcher tonight for the Mariners. He is the 4th hurler.
You can see it was a struggle when he was here earlier. 5.77 ERA for Hector, 60 strikeouts, 34 walks. Big number for him. He gave up 20 home runs. Again, falling behind in counts. Opponent's average 260.
No doubt Mariner brass coaching staff want to see what he has, what Ramirez has. So get ready for spring training next year. Get the big three will undoubtedly be in camp. Paxton and Holtzen and Walker. George Contreras leading off.
Contreras had the big hit off of Felix Hernandez tonight. This is a changeup, middle of the plate. It is down, but he finds the barrel, and that's a 3-run home run. Turn this game around for Felix Hernandez and the Mariners.
Oh, 2 strikes.
Good pitch.
Sure was. The other thing I remember about the early part of the season with Noesi, this guy would always have a hiccup inning. Remember that?
Big innings, yeah.
Going well, a bang. Bottom falls out.
That's one of the things that's so difficult, I think, for pitchers, especially inexperienced pitchers, younger pitchers, is when the wheels start to fall off, how can you get it to stop and limit the damage, something we talk about all the time. And the guys that are veteran pitchers can stay in this league for a period of time. They're the ones that are able to do that. So for Hector, he's still learning and trying to figure out what he needs to do to stop it. Here we go.
Leadoff walk. Sometimes you just got to challenge him.
Well, right there is an example. You know, he's in here to pitch an inning. He gets to a 3-2 count. And he throws him a changeup in a 6-1 ball game. You'd rather see him throw that good 94, 95 mile an hour fastball and try to locate that pitch and have him hit it at somebody.
Cliff Pennington, a couple of infield hits. Base hit the left. He's 3 for 3. Seager up on the grass at third. Looks like a strike. Running the first, running 3 in the 4th, and 2 in the 5th for the Athletics. Mariners got their run in the 2nd, a 2-out RBI single by Brendan Ryan. Right deep to right center field. Long run famed. He cannot get it. One hop off the fence. Contreras the third. He'll shut it down there. Pennington a double. Here in the 8th inning, 2nd and 3rd, just that quickly against Hector Noesi. Take a look at our Coors Light freeze cam.
Pennington feeling good about himself with 3 hits in the game. Gets a fastball and drives it out to right center field. His 4th hit of the game. 93 miles an hour in the middle of the plate. I'll bring up Coco Crisp. Mariners have been able to handle him tonight. He does have a stolen base, was able to reach on a fielder's choice, but he's 0 for 4.
Blooper. Ryan going back. He's got it. Out number 1. Subscribe to MLB.TV today. Take advantage of new low pricing and see every remaining Mariners out of market game live online and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.TV. Baseball everywhere. 1 out, 2 on. Brings up Seth Smith. Outside, ball 1. He trying to pitch himself out of trouble. He's got 1 out, runners at second and third. Two. Earlier this evening in 11, Tampa Bay defeated Texas 3-1. Top of the 9th in Anaheim, 2-2. Tigers and Angels. 1-2 pitch. Put it in play, line drive. There's double play. That's what the Mariners needed. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Seager, Jaso, Saunders in this 6-1 Athletics lead.
Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff. Visit your bank, or your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Dave?
Edge, thank you very much. Beautiful night here in Seattle. Score not so pretty from a Mariner perspective. 6-1 Athletics. Felix Hernandez didn't have it tonight. Got chased after 4 2/3. 11 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. Now Ryan Cook takes over for the A's.
Hard throwing right-hander for the A's. 64 strikeouts in 58 in the third innings. Opponent's average just 169. As Dave mentioned, closing for a while for the A's. This will be his 58th appearance on the year. Hard fastball, good slider from him. Will be in the mid-90s. Have to face the middle of the order for the Mariners. Kyle Seager will lead things off. Then it's Jaso and Saunders after that.
Little late inning lightning. Still get time.
Come on, Seager!
A tough hombre against the Mariners. Center field. Crisp. Great jump. 1 out.
foul jumping on a first pitch fastball, 96 miles an hour. Good card. Bring up Jaso. Jaso's 1 for 3 tonight. Had a base hit back up the middle.
Back.
Who do you like in the American League Central? Who's going to end up winning that division?
I know Detroit has been coming on strong. I just have a good feeling about Chicago. I really like their bats. It's a tight race. It's really gotten tight the last week, about 10 days. 10 days, 2 weeks.
I still like the Tigers. Can certainly understand why teams would want to pitch around Cabrera, but Prince Fielder now is making that awfully tough. We mentioned his 25th home run of the year. He's starting to heat up.
That's murder. 0-2 to Jaso outside Cabrera tonight. 1 for 4 as they play bottom 9 in Anaheim. 2-2. Cabrera's 1 for 4. Fielder's 2 for 4 with the home run. Cabrera at 330. Fielder hitting at 315. Austin Jackson having a great year. 304 up top. We got some guys that are swinging it. Johnny Peralta, 252 with some damage. Don't forget the Mariners got to Detroit. First 8 weeks. Outside. Mariners won 3 games at Detroit, 24, 25, 26 of April. And outscored them 21-9. Even 2 out of 3 here early May. That's not bad. 5 out of 6 Mariners in the first, how many games? That first 33 games. Getting 5 out of 6.
Another big league action tonight. Giants ahead of the Dodgers. Then in the 7th inning, Giants winning 4-2 in San Francisco. Padres up on Arizona.
Back up the middle. Ryan Cook lifted up his leg, tried to knock it down to no avail. Base hit. 2 hits tonight for Jason. Bring up Michael Saunders, a single run scored and a couple strikeouts. A Monday, September 17th, a night out at Safeco Field for the entire gang with BECU Family Night. Mariners take on the Orioles at 7:10. You can get level seats for the whole gang for only $10. Pick up your tickets at any Mariners team store or Mariners.com/specials. Chance to be 3 really important games. Baltimore Orioles coming to town next time the Mariners are home. Real quirk in the schedule. A lot of East against West in that couple of weeks span. Mariners with Toronto next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Following week they play Baltimore. Following week Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. As we mentioned, I think the A's have that stretch where they have to go to Detroit and they have to go to New York. Looking bat, slow roller. They don't turn to 2. Saunders runs well, but a nice effort by Drew and Pennington. 2 outs.
Talking about that Padre game. Padres up 6-5 over Arizona and San Diego. He's quietly having a good year. Chase had
yes, he is.
26 home runs on the year. He hit 2 so far in that game. He has 26 home runs, playing in a pretty big ballpark, so he's having a good year.
I was stunned he didn't get moved at the trade deadline.
So was I. See what happens this winter, but there are going to be some clubs calling about it.
2 for 4 tonight. 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. He's hitting .287. Chase Headley.
Stop, get me a pussy!
2 outs. Here's Smoke. Saunders back on the dive. Say's pitching's been terrific tonight.
Been good all year. Talked about it earlier in the game. 2nd in the American League in ERA.
Tampa Bay starting tonight, the ERA leader. match, and they Rays winning at home against Texas 3-1. That's impressive. You hold Texas to a run on 5 hits. Tampa 3 runs on 5 hits.
Mariners tonight just haven't had many opportunities. They're 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position. They haven't had a runner in scoring position since the 4th inning. The first and third situation with 2 outs.
Count the smoke. Game's on deck. Not throwing him a lot of strikes. 3-2. There it goes. How long for that?
Couple of fastballs just off the plate away. Not much Justin can do with them. Too close to take. Just trying to spoil pitches. That last fastball, 97 miles an hour.
Do it again. 3-2. Saunders takes off. Pitch. Foul.
That was a better pitch to hit. That was a good fastball at 96 in the middle of the plate.
Do it again. 3-2. Walked it. First and second for the Mariners with 2 outs. Brings up Eric Thames.
Mariners are making Cook work. This next pitch will be 20 in the inning for him.
First pitch to Eric. Breaking ball off the plate. More action in the pen. Sean Doolittle.
Luis Jimenez on deck. His first big league hit tonight. Charlie Burbidge starting to play catch out in the pen. All right, a solid base hit back up the middle.
One one. Six runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Oakland Athletics. A run on 7 hits, an error for the Mariners. 1-2 to Thames. Two and two, 2 out, 2 on. Two.
Eric likes to hit the fastball, and he's had a bunch of them to hit in this at bat. 24 pitches now for Cook. With a couple of breaking balls, but he's fouled off 3 fastballs in this at bat.
Cook's ready, the 2-2. Chapper. Cook takes the time, throws him out. Mariners strand 2, 9th inning coming up. 6-1 Athletics.
Today's Tracer Technology is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Victor Nuesi continues. He's the 4th Mariner pitcher tonight. First pitch to Josh Reddick fouled off. Reddick, Cespedes, and Moss 3-4-5 here in the top of the 9th. A's lead at 6-1. Blew it open. 3 runs in a 4th, 2 in the 5th.
That was a 3-run homer by Contreras, the catcher of the A's. For him, and that's his 4th home run of the season.
And they chased the king himself, Felix Hernandez. Not his night. 1-1.
Let's see the in-game box score for the Athletics. Chad Pennington, what a night. 4 for 4. This team was on a double. But it's the 1 for 3, the 3-run home run by Contreras. That's the difference.
2-2. Popped up. Seager has a play. 1 out. Mariners have handled Reddick tonight. 0 for 4. Catch a new Mariners All Access this Sunday, 12 p.m. on Root Sports. Throughout the year, Brett Adams has sat down with different players over lunch. We bring you the best of those conversations. This and more Sunday at 12 noon on Root Sports. Here's Cespedes. Goenis has a couple of hits tonight. He was thrown out at third base. Heck of a throw by Eric Thames. Second out in the 5th inning. Tried to go first to third. On a base hit by Brandon Moss. Hit hard, right field. Backing up Thames. Is there on the track. 2 outs.
He always seems to get the barrel to it, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. They got Doolittle and Scribner warming up. Sean Doolittle's a converted infielder. He's done a nice job for the A's out of the pen. Brendan Moss. Single and a run scored in the 5th. 1 for 4. One. good pitches, 1 and 2.
Good fastball tonight. Right around 94 miles an hour. Again, Wessy probably get a start or two before the season is over.
Mile high pop. And the West has got a 1-2 count to Moss. Foul off again.
Nothing but fastball so far. Last one, his best one, 95 miles an hour on the hands of Moss.
One and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Nobody on. Struck him out. Good inning for New Western. Pitch with authority there. And as Carl Willis likes to say, pitch with conviction. See if the Mariners can hit with conviction and stage a big rally in the bottom of the 9th.
They've got to get at least 5 to stay in it as we head into the bottom of the 9th. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Meantime, huge game down in Los Angeles for the Angels taking on the Tigers. Angels trying to stay in this wild card race. Tigers fighting for the central lead. All tied up at 2 in the 9th. And Alberto Callaspo comes through in the clutch with a walk-off single. The Halos win at 3-2 in our Sterling Bank score from around the league. Guys?
They were not going to get Peter Borges. No way.
No, they were not.
No chance. Here's your wild card standings. It's 2 back. Baltimore lost tonight. Oakland winning here. Tampa Bay's already won.
Sean Doolittle will take over for the A's. Left-hander. Numbers on the year, 3.62 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and just 32 in a third inning. That's a big number.
Sure
Only
enough.
8 walks.
Knee problems last 3 years. Turned his career around. Turned him from an infielder to a pitcher. Jimenez, ground ball, second base, thrown out by Pennington, 1 out. One down here in the bottom of the 9th. Mariners down a 5 spot. Pinch hitter, it's going to be Carlos Trienfeld. First big league appearance.
Big moment for this young man.
You know it. Good for him. Maybe we'll see him get a start at shortstop coming up before long.
Probably playing the next day or two. A couple of left-handers going.
In his big league debut, signed at 16 with the Mariners. Really bad leg injury a couple years ago. And he strikes out, 2 down.
Have another pinch hitter. Alex Liddy going to pinch hit for Dustin Ackley. Eric Wedge giving some guys that have been recently called up an opportunity to swing the bat.
Quick 2 outs here. And his shining moment, a grand slam above the hand-operated scoreboard. And the rest of his time here, I don't think he saw a hittable fastball. It was all breaking balls the rest of the way. Eventually sent back to Tacoma.
Only 104 at bats on the year for Liddy, hitting .231, 3 home runs.
He's behind 0-2.
I'll tell you what, Doolittle has a good fastball. Converted infielder. His fastball down 96 miles an hour.
Bringing some heat out of the pen. 0-2. Let's get a piece of that. Cook's a setup guy now. You got Doolittle, you got Balfour. Grant Balfour, the Aussie. He now leads the club with 15 saves, 13 for Cook. Two here to Liddy. Struck him out. That's your ball game. A's come in into 3-game losing streak. They win it in pretty resounding fashion, 6-1. Mariners now 3-4 on the homestand. George Quinteras blew it open, a 3-run homer in the 4th inning, and it helped chase Felix Hernandez, who takes the loss in 2 hours and 59 minutes. Felix drops to 13-7. A.J. Green gets the win. He's now 5-0.
And for the Mariners, going to have to find a way to create a few more opportunities. Only 1 for 4 tonight with runners in scoring position. The one hit came off the bat of Brendan Ryan as he drove in Michael Saunders. So offense is going to be a chore. You knew that against the A's. Again, really good pitching staff, but they're going to have to figure out a way to score a few more runs and help out their own guys tomorrow. Iwakuma will go. He's pitched well for the Mariners.
Well, there you have it. The story here. Let's get more in the postgame show with Brad and Bill.
All right, guys, thank you very much.